Oh, me? I don't know what that was. Good morning. It is 6:53 a.m. on Thursday, November 30th, 2017. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. I stayed up late again last night. Relatively speaking, it was a bit earlier than some of the previous staying up lates had been, but it was a good session of so many levels, so that was part of um, what I was, anxious about yesterday was just like, oh, am I prepared enough? Is it going to work out? It went fine. It was good. But of course, it just meant up late again. And then tonight might be the only night that Mike and I can try to catch up on talking about Survivor, which we've missed for a couple of weeks in a row. And so we literally have 4 hours worth to talk about. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But, what are you going to do? That's life sometimes, right? Sometimes you have 4 hours of Survivor to talk about, and sometimes you've tried pumpkin pie chapstick and it's pretty good. I actually bought at the drugstore, because my lips were super chapped the other day. I found a little kit that had 3 flavors: cake batter, pumpkin pie, and peppermint. I really wanted the peppermint. That was the one that I was most interested in. Because not even just peppermint, but kind of like candy cane peppermint, like, sweet ones. And, but they're all pretty good, actually. And chapstick works as advertised. I know that there's, I guess, a thing where it's like, in theory, like the more you use it, the more you need it or something like that. You're like, your lips get dependent. Addicted to chapstick. I don't know. But my lips feel better. I can do this without wincing in pain. See? It's a small price to pay being addicted to chapstick. I don't know what that's all about. So, the Marvel Infinity War trailer came out yesterday, and I'm into it. I mean, I'm definitely there for that movie. I will say that the part that kind of sticks out to me and rubs me the wrong way, just in context, is this big shot of like, oh look, it's an army of 10,000 CGI monsters, and then on our side, it's an army of 10,000 CGI people, and with our heroes at the front, and we're going to have them run at each other across the field, and I'm just feeling like I've seen that 50 billion times now. I don't need it again. It's not interesting anymore. Now, I am totally there for the character stuff. And, there's several bits of that I'm really interested in. Like, Vision is able to make himself look more human now, and like, what does that mean for him? And when it looks like, oh no, maybe his gem is going to get taken, like, that's, that messes me up. Like seeing, thinking about Peter Parker going up against Thanos makes me scared for him, and like, just, Captain America has a beard now. Like, all that stuff I'm way into, because I feel like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has done the work to make me care about all these characters. But again, it's like, that was one of my biggest complaints about Justice League, was just that by the final act, it's just this video game where you got 100, like a bunch of CGI bugs. Is like, yeah, let's smash them for a little while, and I'm just hoping that Infinity War devotes no more than 30 seconds to big wide shots of a bunch of things fighting other things. I mean, I think Thor Ragnarok did this right, in the sense that, for example, the none of the battles featured one group of 100 things running at another group of another 100 things. The one kind of like the closest is this bit where we see the flashback, the Valkyries attacking Hela, and but that's, you know, that's not the same, because first of all, it's super stylized. It's shown from a different perspective than we normally see, and it's sparing. You know what I mean? It knows that the imagery is powerful, and it lets it have that impact and then moves on. It doesn't make us sit there watching that for 10 minutes. And so I'm hoping that Infinity War doesn't make that mistake, because it's, you know, like, that was impressive when, like in the opening sequence of Fellowship of the Ring, when we see all of these elves fighting, you know, Sauron and his troops, and then, you know, Sauron wades in and he's batting people away. Like, you know, that was cool because we hadn't really ever seen anything quite like that before, but now it's like, it's everywhere. So I just really, I'm excited for the movie, but I see that part and it does nothing for me. It's almost worse than nothing, because I just feel like there's been too many movies where we just have to sit and watch a bunch of CGI things fight a bunch of other CGI things, and I'm like, I don't care about that. Anyway, I keep mentioning the CGI part, and it's not really that I object to. It's more just a matter of, hey, look, 10,000 generic monsters. Those could be extras in costumes, and it would be probably more impressive, just in the sense that that would be harder to do. But but no, I don't. I want to watch the people whose emotions and identities I am invested in, and I want to watch them face off people who have motivations and threats, and stand in the way of our heroes, as opposed to a bunch of mooks. Anyway, I've got to get ready for work, so I'll talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.